Hello, I'm Natasha. Welcome to Hooks and Stitches. First of all, I apologise for not being able to make a video for a couple of weeks. I've been quite busy doing one thing or another, and then there was half term. But we went on a road trip and went to Chester Zoo and spent a day in Manchester also. For a couple of days, so I managed to get a little bit of crochet done, but not a lot, so I haven't really got a lot to show you. I am in the process of making a pig at the moment, which I will actually show you quickly because I have the pattern still here. I'll go into more detail obviously when I do my other video, but this is the pig that I am making. And so I made a start on that one only at the weekend because I had an itch to do some more amigurumi, so I thought I would do this one because this will be the third time I've made it, and I really do love the pattern. So I will show you that very soon. But my main thing that I've actually come to do a video and show you is because I made a wool warehouse order, and it's mainly for two patterns that I got for Christmas that I wanted some particular yarn for. So this isn't going to be a stash buster necessarily, but it's going to be two special things, and so I thought I would show you. The first is some yarn for the Baubles and Berries Advent shawl, which was for 12, originally for 12 minis. If you have an Advent calendar, then it's something to do with your minis that you get, I'm assuming. But for me, I have chosen some yarn, which I'll show you in a minute, of and they're 50-gram balls, so I can do a repeat twice. I bought a fair few balls, but I got carried away, so I can just choose the colours and then save the others for a different project, but we'll see. Like I say, I'll show you in a minute. So that is the Baubles and Berries Advent shawl. You can do it with any yarn, like I say, because I am, but it's an idea if you do have an Advent that you can use it for, because it's ideal. Each section is for 20 grams, so it's quite a good thing. And this is from Sandra at Cherry Hearts, if you didn't already know that. And the other one is the Ziggy Interrupted, which I really like. And my light isn't very good today because I've had a fiddle and I really don't like it, so maybe I will do something different later, but I'm not really sure. The light was actually bouncing off my telly, so I've turned it off, which made it really dark in here. But as you can see, she's using mustard and like burgundies and pinks in hers, and I couldn't actually find the yarn that she used, so it must have been maybe a hand-dyed yarn or something, because even though I tried to research it, I couldn't find it. So I have gone for some Stylecraft batik for this, and I've also chose it for the other pattern I just showed you as well. So without further ado, I will show you really quickly what I bought in my order and the colours that I tend to use for it. So like I say, I got plenty of colours because I did get carried away. I originally only wanted the 6, but I chose 8, and I did like, I bought a couple. There was 2 actually that I got 2 balls of because I wanted it to go with another one. Hold on just a minute, I should have got it out really, shouldn't I? I didn't realise. should have got it out ready, but I'm just picking it out of the bag as I go. So I have 2 of these ones. Stylecraft Boutique, and it is in the colourway Pistachio, shade 1901. So I got 2 of those, and I also got 2 of these, which is shade Heather 1906, because I like the fact that it's not all the same, and it does look like the sheepies, I call it, although that's not the right pronunciation. It's very similar to that one, and so I've chosen those to go with the Ziggy Interrupted, along with the colours for that, but obviously I got 2 so that I could do it for the Baubles and Berries as well. So that's those 2, and then these 2. This one is Coral. It's not really showing up very nicely. I don't know if I can. Looks quite shiny on there like that. Maybe if I can just try and block the light a bit. But and so that's Coral, and then for this one is Sage, because I do love greens that look like this. And again, it's got the white with it, so it looks quite vintagey, which I thought was quite nice, and almost the same colours. And then I chose Biscuit. It's not really focusing very well. And that was shade 1901. And then I got Old Gold because I wanted like a mustardy colour to go with it, because I'll show you in a minute the yarns actually that I've got, for the shawls individually, because I think that'll be easier to work out. I haven't really organised. It's just what I wanted to say in what bits today, because it's just very, it's gone quiet in the house. Some have gone to bed already, and so I've been struggling to get some quiet time, so you have to forgive me. And then this one is Mint, which is very light, and I actually thought it was going to be a bit darker, but it is very, very light. It's not doing it very well, but it's very light, so I'm not sure. Maybe I'll save that for a different one, but who knows. And then this one is colour Rose, and this is the colour, the shade number 1916. Is it going to focus? I don't know if it is or not. No, anyway, that's the site. That's Rose, and then I picked Silver because I wanted like a grey colour, and it is very light and quite nice. There's just not much difference between the two, between the mushroom and the mint, because it's very light. I mean, there's just a tinge difference, so I'm not sure about that. And then my other balls, this was that was specifically for the Ziggy Interrupted for that, and then because I want to make an amigurumi I haven't I haven't got the pattern out of the cupboard, so maybe I'll show you that next time. But it's a wild animal that I've seen at Chester Zoo that I found a pattern for, and I really like it. And I want to say Okapi. It's Opaki. And I found it on Etsy, and it was really nice. And I wanted a really because it's quite a dark, rich, kind of bronzy coloured animal. I thought this one would suit it quite well because it's quite rustic and it's really nice. And this is a James C. Brett Aztec Aran with alpaca, and it's really soft and lovely. And I did spend quite a lot of money on it. I think it was £3.79 for the ball, but it was just the right colour, and I felt it was the right thing to do. So and obviously I've got 100 grams of it, so if I don't use it all, then I can obviously put it towards even making another one or something else with a similar colour, like a fox or something like that maybe. But that was really nice. And then to go with it, I got grey and white because that's the colours I needed, and I wanted to keep it pretty much the same. So that's in Aran as well, because I wanted it to be quite a substantial size. So that's why I got that. Oh, and also black to go with it as well, for that pattern, so that it was all the same. And then I've got some cotton. Now Wool Warehouse have got a sale in the clearance kind of section. They've got Drops Paris, and it's only 75 pence a ball. Now this obviously is only a small ball, but it's 50 grams, I want to say. Let me just check. Yeah, it's 50 grams, and it's 75 metres, 82 yards, and it's cotton for a 5mm needle, which obviously I will be using smaller than that. I'll probably go down to a 3 or 3.5 to make it, but I'll show you why I've bought it for, and that is to make make the frog. It's not focusing very well. Anyway, there he is. I've got some eyes already, and so I bought, and I've got some white already, scraps of white that I can use because it's not very much, but the yellow is just colour 14, and so I bought some of that. I bought 2 balls of that to make sure I had enough, and one of the brown for his spots. And for 75 pence a ball, down from £1.59, I think. I thought that wasn't too bad at all. So that's going to be my first purchase, and it's still on sale up until tomorrow, I want to say. But then it may well just stay in clearance. But it was just something that came up, and I was interested, so I went on and had a look at that. So I will be showing you that in the future. And then this one, I've been wanting to get this. They sell this actually in Hobbycraft, but it's actually cheaper on Wool Warehouse, and it's £10.99 for a ball, whereas in Wool Warehouse it's £13.50. So obviously if you're doing other shopping in Wool Warehouse for anything else, then obviously you won't need to pay postage either, so it's a win-win all round. But I got this, oh excuse me, I got hiccups. I got this colour specifically to make the donkey. I made the horse, which I showed you at the very beginning when I started making videos, and I haven't got the pattern out the cupboard either, but I can always show you again when I do my what have I been up to video. But this one I wanted to do for the donkey, because it is that colour in the book, and I've wanted to do it and just couldn't find the colour, but then all of a sudden I did, so I thought, oh, actually I'll get it whilst I'm making the order. So that was the end of my Wool Warehouse order, and so I thought I would show you that. The other thing I just want to show you before I disappear is the yarn that I have got saved back, because I've been saving up, when I see balls just buy the odd random one to make for the Ziggy Interrupted, because I got the one around just now, I think. But the Ziggy Interrupted, I'm going to show you the yarn that I've separated for that. But the ones I've already showed you is for that. And then I thought I could make the do it so that it was a double, repeated twice. But for the Ziggy Interrupted, because I wanted it to have similar colours to what she already made, I had already had a ball of this, so I bought 2 more to make sure I had enough. And I love the colours, and the reason why I chose the batik in the first place was to marry up, but not quite, because obviously it does look pretty similar, so I thought that would be nice. And then so I bought the pistachio, like I said to you, and the heather, just for helping to have some bits that kind of pop out as accent colours. So to kind of help for the to help with the bits that pop out at the end for the little tiny squares and things. But what made, before I found that the batik would do that, I did actually first of all find the elements, which I showed I think last time on one of my other videos, because again it picks it up really nicely because it's a little bit stronger, but it's quite shiny, so it's really nice. And so I picked up the yellow one of the elements, and they're both 50-gram balls. One is Cherry Blossom, and this one is Summer Haze. It's a lovely sunshine colour. And again, I thought I would make some of the little squares that sit at the bottom of the shawl with those 2. And then, so like I say, I've got 3 of these. I'm not really sure how much I need, but I thought I can always make something else out of it afterwards. But I bought 2 because I'd had one in stock for a long time, and I'm not sure whether or not, because of the dye colour lots and things, there's not a lot of difference, but there may well be. So I thought I would alternate it so that it didn't look that odd. And then when it's mixed with these 2, which actually on the camera the pink does look quite bright, but it's actually a really nice kind of dusky rosy colour, which goes really nicely. And then obviously to have these 2 again, I'll show you again, so that I can make different squares out of it, so that it just has a little bit of a thing and it all goes together quite nicely. There's these 2 which I already had in my stash. Let me just put my bag down, which are a bit, it does actually team up quite well. If I show you, hold on, a bit fingers and thumbs today, sorry about that. But it does team up quite well. It's a bit odd, but like I say, when it's only little bits, it'll be all right. But I'm not really sure, so I bought the others just in case, because otherwise I can just put it back in stash. But it's a bit more purpley than the pink in the driftwood, because that's again James Seabrett Driftwood DK, and it is really soft and really lovely, and I want to say it's almost tubular because it reminds me quite a lot of cotton DK that shawls used to have. We have, I don't know, obviously if you're in a different country watching, you won't have a shawls, but they've just went bankrupt, so they're not doing well anymore because they're not around. But it's just very silky, and it almost is quite rounded, which is a bit weird thing to say, but I know what I'm on about. It's just hard to explain. So I really liked it, and it is really soft. And then this one is a Signet DK, same as the other one, but this one is the colourway Mother of Pearl, and I thought that one would be quite nice as well. But again, I'm just going to have a play around and see what I like better. And it's all meant to kind of all sink in together. So if I pick them up and squidge them in, hold on a minute. And it's all just kind of bits and pieces that will go in quite nicely. And then if there's any odds and sods left from the other one, then I can just pinch a bit or wherever. It depends on which one I'm going to do first. But that's what's up and coming for me from my yarn purchases. And I was just bursting at the seams to show you all, so I thought you would like to know and like to see it. So I whilst I was doing it from my yarn purchases, I thought I would show you why I bought them and what I was going to use them for. Have I got anything else really to say? No, not really. I mean, I've, like I say, from half term where we were quite busy, and I haven't really been doing a lot of crochet apart from little bits and pieces. I've made one tree for my folk art blanket, which you guys know about so far. So I've only made one tree, which I can show you again in my next video. And I'm halfway through my next, the last word panel on the Dream Big Little One blanket that I'm making with the bobbles and the single stitches. So I'll show you that then as well. And as far as I'm aware, that's it really. Like I say, you know, it is what it is, and we're all quite busy, and I'm sorry that I haven't been on. I would like to say thank you for all my returning viewers, and I'm amazed how much my channel is growing thanks to you sharing, liking and subscribing. And welcome to all my new subscribers. I love having you here, and I love the comments that you've been posting, so that's really good. In the description box below, I will put my Facebook page, because I've got a Hooks and Stitches Facebook page now, which I've been adding photos on to when I've been doing bits and pieces in the week, but not actually being able to kind of have enough to make a video for. So I will put that in the description box. I will also put the patterns again. I did link it in the other videos that I mentioned it in, but I'll do it again for this one. And I'll also do the pattern for the Okapi or Occupy, or even Occui. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it, but I'll put that one in there as well, so you can see that. And that's it really. If you can like and subscribe and share my channel to make it even better and get to even more people, that would be brilliant. I'm also thinking about doing the spring tag video, which I've got to just sort out all the questions and answer them, but that's another video. And if there's anything that you would like to know or anything that you would like me to cover in my videos, do let me know, because I'm open to all suggestions to make as many videos as I can to help my channel grow. And so I will be in touch. I know I did say about questions and answers video, which I've had 2 questions on, so I'm just going to wait a bit longer and see if there's going to be any more, and if not, I'll cover it when I am doing my other videos, because I'll have to sort it out and mention who asked me them and things, to give you a shout out. So if there is anything, add that too, and I will be replying to every comment that I get anyway. Even if I don't see it straight away, I will definitely put a reply when I get a notification to say that it's there and I actually get to see it. So that's enough of my rambling. It's been 26 minutes so far, so I'm going to go, and I will see you very soon in the next couple of days with my next video and show you what I've actually been doing since half term. So thank you very much indeed, and I will see you all very soon. Bye everyone. Thanks.